Now, the second weekend, I wasn't going to be there in person, so I sent the assets to Sabrina, and she would facilitate the conversation with the team. Every weekend you move on, what happens? Pressure intensifies, and that has the power to create abnormal behavior. So we pulled an example from the same year. On the men's side, comes from Ja Morant. Ja was the #2 draft pick. He will learn from this moment. It is not indicative of him. At this point in the game, Ja has 4 threes. He's spotlighted. He's going to get the rebound. Take a look at what happens.
Ja Morant, you go ahead and shoot till your arm falls off.
And board as well. Ja pulls the string, throws it away.
What's he doing right now? Where's his mind? On the last play. And if his teammate's listening to him, where is he pulling his teammate? To the last play. Take a look at the defensive effort. Where's his mind? Pressure creates abnormal behavior. What's the score? They lose by 28. Why? From this point forward, they were playing against 2 opponents, Florida State and themselves. That's what pressure can do. It can break you, which is why Sabrina showed this clip to her team. This is Nick Saban's definition of mental toughness. He was describing it to his football team.
You know, I've never stood up here in all the time that I've been here and ever really defined toughness for you. The way I'm going to define toughness to you, because I'm talking about mental toughness, and I think everybody can relate to it, is it's all about what does it take to break you. And the reason I come to this is we had to put hurricane windows in our house in Florida on the beach. All right, so I asked the guy, how do you figure out that these windows are better than those windows? What does it take to break them?
That shows your mental toughness. Earlier in the year, we watched the trailer for the movie The Revenant. Show of hands, how many have seen this movie? The lead character faces near-death experience after near-death experience. And each time he does, he hears a mantra in his head. And this is the mantra. When there's a storm and you stand in front of a tree, if you look at its branches, you swear it will fall. But if you watch the trunk, you will see its stability. Here's where Oregon got its stability.
Well, if you look on the wrists of every player, every coach here, and staff members of this team, Oregon decided to tape their wrists and write a word on it. The players came up with the idea in the postseason as a way to remind themselves what they bring to the table and how this team stays connected. So Sabrina Ionescu's word, assurance. Ruthie Hebert's joy. Satu Sadali's support. Head coach Kelly Graves has calmness of all words written on his wrist. He said he would consider getting it tattooed for real if his Ducks win the national championship.
So on the napkins that contain their tears with their words, they brought those words as a visual cue as they played. That got them through weekend 2 and to their first ever Final Four.